What is up, guys? It is Hack. We are back with another trade recap. And again, before I even start, if you guys are enjoying these trade recaps, you have value in them, you find value in them, you're using them to become a better trader, you just find them super useful, whatever that may be, whatever experience you have here, please subscribe, leave comments, leave feedback. Of course, everything is appreciated, especially my inner circle members know all the stuff that I put out. Feedback is much appreciated. It allows me to tailor my content around the people that I want to see it. So if you have any advice, anything, but really, yeah, just like, comment, sub, always appreciated. As always, let's dive into the plan and talk about how we went 2-0 today. We had a technically 3-0 because we did trim partial profits, but on a pretty textbook price action day, textbook all-time higher run day, pretty good execution. So into today, I actually was leaning bearish, relatively neutral. Although we were trading down to the VWAP, we were failing to take new highs. I wanted to see us just get maybe a pullback down to the Asian low level. That didn't happen, but like I said, I was relatively neutral, and I was able to actually switch my buys and catch literally only longs today. We had hourly gaps above and below. You can see here kind of just what it looked on. This is the hourly. This is about the 15-minute, 30-minute. We had, like I said, gaps above and below. We had draws and liquidity to both sides. It just left me pretty neutral. The only kind of thing that was pretty bullish was that we were trading towards the VWAP. We did have a lot of selling coming into open. And then we just had orange folder today. So yeah, the bias was not anything too crazy. This is kind of what we were seeing. Obviously, this is where we are now. But if I go in replay mode, I show you guys. Not sure what was going on. This is about where we were into open, right? So we were heading towards London low. I was trying to see what kind of how price was going to act into open. We did have 30-minute hourly gaps, obviously below, but also above. Definitely a more bearish profile now looking back on it. I was kind of just looking for this leg to kind of play out. You can see we failed to take these highs, respect to this hourly gap. We didn't take these highs either. I was looking for us to trade lower, but we did get an SMT at London low that allowed the market to get a little strength, and then we actually took that out and then went back higher, as you'll see. But yeah, the profile was nothing special today, but let's just talk about the trades that we did catch. All A setups, amazing setups. On the 15-second, 30-second, we saw strength finally stack here around 939 at 940. I show you on the 5-minute, 15-minute, right? If we just sim these candles a little, you will see that we did trade lower. So let's do this. I'm botting out. I want to go right to about 930. Let's slow this down, and we'll kind of show how we manipulated the highs, right? Came right back lower, dumped pretty hard right to the VWAP. Not looking great on the 5-minute here into 940, but we did manipulate, right? I always say you want to watch VWAP on the 15-minute and 30-minute in particular. You want to get that 15-minute hold. Depending on where it closes into 945, that can be very helpful for you. We started the sweep right around 942, 943, as you will see here. 942, we trade higher. We finally present a 1-minute gap here for us to take our entry out of. I don't know why this is here. This should be here. We get a 1-minute gap to take our entry out of, as well as 15-second, 30-second, obviously higher lows being put in. We get a 1-minute close above the VWAP. We get another one. We manipulate lower into the 1-minute gap. We take our entry, and we basically had no drawdown. The people that were in the stream, this was like about maybe a 2-minute trade or so, 30 points. Very simple, risking about 20, 1.6 RR on a mini. Very clean trade. And then we come up here, right? We get to right the top of about our 5-minute trend here. We see a little minor pullback here. So we obviously fail to take this high, pull right back into what is a very nice area, 2-minute gap that is lined up with the EMA 8 with the EMA 21 under it, as well as right where during this candle that we caught during our first pump, as that candle continued to expand, we actually did retest. We had our EMAs cross over the VWAP as well as the EMAs cross over each other. So price pulled back during that manipulation right to where the EMAs basically crossed, right about, trying to see with this chart, but right about to this area, about the 36th, obviously where we took our entry. So we had 2-minute, 5-minute confirmation, right? VWAP trailing, EMAs crossed, holding the 8 and both the 21 with the 2-minute and the 5-minute. And then we just took a 15-second, 30-second entry out of that 2-minute gap, got the best entry, and basically another no drawdown trade for 47 points. So at that point, we're 2-0, up 77 points on the day. Had a really good day, mid 4-figure day, just feeling amazing. And then we took one final trade here at the end of the day, as you guys will see. And again, I say it every time, these trade recaps are going to get a little repetitive. It's all the same stuff, right? I was able to switch to the higher time frame, know that we had draws, know that we wanted to trade higher. After the manipulation, the main thing that helped me build the bias that we wanted to trade higher, guys, obviously was pairing all confluences together, but was more pairing the VWAP sweep and the 15-minute closing above the VWAP at 945, as well as the trendline liquidity, right, that we had drawn out As you guys see on the 5-minute, this trend line doesn't look hot, but we just sweep London low. We're at the VWAP. If you go to the 15-minute, look, it's a perfect sweep. And then obviously you let this 15-minute play. You see that it closes above the VWAP, and then it just absolutely blasts off from there. So really confirmed our entry. Really felt good to be right on that. And we basically just caught 30 to 50-point longs on the way up, right? Just targeting key draws on liquidity as price continues to go higher. Going break even at the obviously correct levels. Right here, we went break even at this internal high. And then on this trade, obviously, we went break even at the recent high. This area, obviously, a lot of volume being absorbed right here. So this was our break even level right at about this 564 area off of 535 entry. And then we did get the last 15, 20 points-ish that we needed to win on this trade. And this trade was very nice. 1 minute inverse. We actually set up this trade, kind of the same thing. 5-minute confirmed breakout. I know the chart's a little messy, but I'll take this off. Right, so we get this gap. We hold the bottom of this 5-minute gap. Confirmed breakout. Up here, we obviously inverse the 5-minute, but we were already kind of we already were break even at that point, so it doesn't really matter. But this was kind of off of a 1-minute inversion, if I put this back on the screen. 1-minute inversion, as well as the EMAs crossing with a 5-minute, 15-minute higher time frame breakout towards the draw on liquidity to the highs, obviously to put a new head towards a new all-time high, obviously, and continue to run. It's nuts that we're at 30,635 as I record this, and we're approaching 31,000. Literally up like 2,000 points on the NASDAQ in a week and a half. Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's been euphoric. The long-term stocks have been pumping, taking some profits on some of my swing trades. But yeah, that's about all I have. Really, I'll just end off with recapping this trade. Took this on options. Took profits off the tables for about $150 on options. At our break-even level here for about a, 25-point move or so. And then we really just let the rest of this hold. We had TP1. We actually top-ticked TP1, took 33% of our size off, and then dumped and got break-even, which was fine. But full TP, we would have been up closer to 7-8K on the day. I did tell the stream, and then we trimmed size. It would have still been like 6.5 on the day, but not worried about it. Another great day, 2-0. We went up on this trade pretty quickly, inversed a 1 minute, then we eventually inversed a 5 minute, as you saw, but really inversed that 1 minute, hit our break-even level with confidence. Obviously, we slowed down here, manipulated one more time, made a run up, and then unfortunately just couldn't get the job done for the full 92 points, but still 65 at the top. So over 130 points called out during this session with little to no drawdown. Absolutely unbelievable. We really did cook, and it feels really good to just bank with my members every single morning. If you guys are interested in learning more, hit me up on Instagram, whatever it is. If you have my number, just hit me up on Discord. And I'm happy to help you. So, just continuing to eat, continuing to get better each and every day. God bless all of you. I hope you guys enjoyed this trade recap. Again, nothing crazy. Just, VWAP at the bottom, trend line liquidity. We hold on the 15-minute. We get confirmation. 30-second, 1 minute drop down. See the higher lows start to get put in. Get a gap for us to take an entry out of. A setup. Then again, another long pullback. A setup. Sets up the breakout. A setup. And then obviously we got break even on this one, but 2-0-1 on the day. A lot of profit secured. Hope you guys all had a blessed one. Hope you guys enjoyed this recap. Stick around. Let's keep eating. God bless. God loves you. And there are so many amazing things coming your way. Peace.